Howdy folks, Jamboree here and welcome to Puppet Panic, a brand new show where I'm going to be talking about movies starring hand puppets and marionettes. You know what? I love the Muppets! They're subversive, anarchic, crazy, zany, cheeky, naughty, entertaining, lovable and charming. Plus, each character is performed by some of the best puppeteers in the industry. And in this first ever episode of Puppet Panic, I'm going to talk about the newest Muppet movie to date. Muppets Most Wanted, the sequel to the Muppets reboot, is about the Muppets going on a world tour with the help of their new manager, Dominic, played by Ricky Gervais. However, it turns out that Dominic is really a skilled thief, partnered up with the world's most dangerous frog, Constantine. After Constantine escapes from prison, he sneakily trades places with Kermit and has to convince the Muppets that he's the real Kermit. So, Kermit ends up being sent to prison run by the eccentric Nadia, played by Tina Fey, and none of the Muppets know that there's been a switch! First of all, I found this movie to be incredibly funny. It managed to make me laugh again and again and again and again, to the point where my sides were splitting. It's consistently hilarious. It's the usual Muppet sense of humour, zany, witty and self-aware. This movie is also laced with loads and loads and loads of cameos. Cameos are everywhere. Cameos galore. Cameogasm. So some people might get frustrated by this staggering amount of cameos, which I can understand. It might get annoying for some people. But personally, I found it really entertaining spotting all the celebrities. And each one seems to be having lots of fun, as if they're really happy to be acting alongside Kermit, Miss Piggy, Fozzie Bear and the rest of the crowd. Now, because Muppets Most Wanted is centred around a world tour plot, we get to go to a variety of different countries. I think this adds a colourful cultural diversity to the film. We don't spend too much time in any country, but we also don't spend too little time either. We spend enough time to soak in the culture, a satisfying amount of time for each country. My favourite thing about this movie by far has to be the musical numbers. They're diverse, memorable and fantastic. Each song is wonderfully, sharply written by Brett McKenzie from Flight of the Conchords, who also did the songs for the Muppets reboot. What I appreciate the most about the songs in this movie is that you can tell them apart. None of them sound like a rehash of a song before. They each have their own genres, melodies, rhythms and identities. Some people might get annoyed by how close these musical numbers are to each other, but personally, I really looked forward to every musical number, so I wanted them to keep coming. Unfortunately, I do think that there are some aspects of the film that hold it back and prevent it from being something outstanding. The first problem being Ricky Gervais. Now don't get me wrong, I like Ricky Gervais and I think he can act. But he's terribly miscast in this film. He's not getting into a character, he's not playing a role, he's just being Ricky Gervais. And he looks way too serious, tired and bored, as if he's been exhausted by the puppets around him. Now, some of you are probably thinking, well, who can keep up with the Muppets? They're so crazy and zany. Well, the rest of the cast can. Tina Fey, Ty Burrell, the extras, even the cameos know that they have to ham things up, get a bit cartoony and have loads of fun in order to not be outstaged by the Muppets. I think Ricky Gervais' performance made a couple of scenes feel a bit dull. I mean, there's playing straight man and then there's being just plain boring. I think the other problem is that the film feels unnecessarily long, which drags it on a fair bit. I think this is because they pack in way too many plots. There are so many plots. You've got the Muppet World Tour, Constantine trying to pull off being Kermit, Constantine and Dominic's quest for the crown jewels, Kermit being stuck in a gulag, Kermit being forced to direct a play in the gulag, Sam Eagle and a European Interpol agent trying to find the thieves, the Muppets having to learn to appreciate Kermit, the list goes on. To conclude, Muppets Most Wanted are sharp, laugh-out-loud comedy, wonderful memorable songs, lots of fun cameos and diverse cultural settings. Sadly, it's let down by Ricky Gervais' lackluster performance and the excessive overplotting. With a bit of tweaking and recasting, this could have been one of the best Muppet movies. I've been Jamboree and I hope you enjoyed my review. If you did, then click the like button below. And if you're new to my channel, then I encourage you to subscribe! Yay! Cheerio, folks!